get to face me sometime.
You're gonna go there and they're gonna stay down here? Oh. So we don't need another chair then.
Hello.
So if you want to, he's gonna show them about apparatus.
Okay.
Oh, they lost the first match to Romeo, right?
So we. Yeah, they've
They win one, lose one.
win one, lose one, draw one.
Who they beat?
Them beat.
They beat Pacers and Ireland.
No, them beat
Florida.
Florida Jets.
All you gotta do is talk, it'll pick you up.
Pardon me?
All you gotta do is have a conversation, talk, it'll pick you up.
Okay.
They lose to Romeo, they beat Florida Jets.
And then draw with Tennessee Wildcats.
Alright, so I'm Sherman.
Caswell or David, whichever one.
And you're live right away, so. You're live now.
I think we can just talk about matches and stuff. How long? Okay, we'll start.
Go on. Hello.
What's your name?
David, put the UK voice on. What number much is this? Beat all of this stuff.
We'll just for the next match, man, and then one. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Next match up will be Navigators versus Elbasan. And you're here with Caswell, and
Sherman.
this match should be absolutely a cracker. What do you think?
Yeah, this is from last year's competition. This is number 5 and number 2. Yeah, so I think Elbasan is going to give Navigators a good run.
But in comparison to the last Elbasan team the year before,
They're
this is a
stronger.
much stronger team.
Yes, they are.
And from what I can see with Navigators, they're not as strong as last year
I agree
because
with
they've
you.
lost their one of their top defender, Elan, and also one of their midcourter, Sean Murder.
Yes.
So
yeah.
this should be very interesting.
It is going to be interesting. And Elbasan is a very physical team because they played 3 matches before. And watching them, they're very, very physical. And therefore, if the Navigators players are not physical players and they don't like the physicality, then that is going to get them out of their game.
Yeah, I was actually watching one of the Elbasan match, and sometimes the physicality can come across a little bit of more than physical and borderline dangerous. So I think the umpires will have a game on their hand. They're
Yes.
gonna have to set the precedent from
And
the
they have to
outset.
control the game.
Exactly. So this is absolutely going to be a cracker. I'm looking forward to it actually.
Yes.
So,
So the big question is, who do you think is going to win?
I would say Navigators. The only reason why is the fact that Navigators are winners. They know how to win.
Okay.
And they have the experience, Ed, in Walters inside the circle along with Duran Williams. I think that's a really good combination. And the fact that they actually are moving shooters. The Elbasan defenders are more aerial, so they're going to have to counteract that attack with their defenders.
Because I've noticed, well, there seems to be a change, but I've noticed in the previous matches where Elbasan are using two tall shooters.
Yeah, the tall timbers. It doesn't look like they're doing that now.
No,
they're using
not.
their goal attack. He has been playing forever. He's very experienced.
Yes, he has.
He might not have been as quick as he used to be in the past, but tactically he's very astute. So I'm looking forward to it, and we're moments away from the first centre pass taking. So let the games begin.
And the first center pass is going to Navigators.
So the center for Navigators is Quinnell. Very tenacious player, very quick,
Very physical
and
too.
very fit.
Yes.
Okay, so now to the wing attack, to Navigators shooter,
Yes.
deflected by Elbasan defenders, to wing attack, Navigators, back to their center, to their goal attack, to their goal shooter, back to the wing attack. Oh, they're playing the ball around.
Yes.
Okay, goal attack, bringing the ball in.
He made that ball work for him just now. He didn't do much.
He
work. has to
misses,
finish.
and yes, then there's a turnover by Alberson.
And the ball is coming up to the center. Center looking, find the wing attack, who was playing goal shoot in the earlier match. Wing attack, find the goal shooter, go to the step up and he shoots.
And Alberson score. So it's now 1-0.
Yes,
to
and
Alberson.
that was Navigator center pass.
Yes.
So now it's Alberson center pass.
But what is very interesting in the Alberson match also is the fact that their normal goal shooter is at wing attack. He's limping a bit. So I'm not sure if that's the reason why. But it doesn't make sense putting the shooter out of wing attack if he's injured.
Yes.
Or maybe they just wanted some height inside that.
Maybe they do. And I can't recall seeing him with a knee strap earlier. No, this was going on.
So now there's a shot. Oh no, it's passed it out to the center. The goal attack for Navigators. Have the ball. Navigators are playing a lot more control.
Yes, they are.
But I guess they have to because if they try to bomb the ball in, the Elbasan guys are very aerial. That shot from Williams and his first attempt and he scores.
Navigators have to be very careful with those aerial passes because, as you said before, Elbasan is a very aerial team. So anything that goes up, they're going to attempt to take it out. So, center to wing attack to the goal shooter, Delroy, and Delroy takes a shot and shoots. Very good. So that's now 2-1.
To Navigators.
It's now Elbasan center pass. And he waits patiently for the goal attack to come across the line to the center. Center straight into the goal shooter. A contact there against the goalkeeper. And the goal attack is going there. And he passes. Shoot to the shooter. That usually works very well. And scores are level 2 apiece.
And that's why Alberson has brought in this particular goal attack because of its calmness on the ball.
Yes.
If you notice, he's not taking those high percentage passes and he's placing the ball directly to the abdomen of the shooter.
Yes.
It's very difficult for the defenders to come around.
And could you agree that he helps to slow down the game? Yes, he does.
Because Navigators play very quick.
Yes.
And if he slows them down, that will frustrate them. Oh, and that goal shooter from Elbasan is really, I think he's a basketballer because he tends to try and lay the ball.
Yeah. He looks about 6 feet 3, 6 feet 4 thereabout.
Or probably a taller.
Yeah. So, excellent pass there from the goal attack. Didn't exactly get the way he wanted it to, but the ball remains in the Elbasan position, and the goal shooter is about to take a shot. Up he goes and he scores.
Now it's 3-all, and it's Navigators center pass. So it's back to Navigators center, back to the wing attack, goal attack, and there's an obstruction call on Elbasan wing defender. So the center from Navigators placed the ball to the wing attack. Goal attack came through brilliantly. Now he's going to attempt to take that shot, and it's a shot.
Yes.
And now the center pass is back to Elbasan. So for the first 4 minutes in the game, so it's basically on center pass.
Yes. Each team is trying as much as possible to score their center pass.
I thought the game would have been much faster, but I guess what they're trying to do is make sure that they win this match. So they're not rushing the ball towards the circle, and that pass was from the goal attack directly to the shooter, and it's a missed pass, and Navigators turnover. Navigators come down really quickly, but what an interception from the Elbasan. Now it's going back to Elbasan. Elbasan wing attack to their goal shooter, to their goal attack. Now he's looking for the wing attack, drives onto that goal. Back to Elbasan swings the ball across, and now
excellent patience there. That was the goalkeeper. But the goalkeeper was out of play.
And now it's an obstruction from.
I must say the goalkeeper is a little bit indisciplined. He tries to contest every call that is made by the umpire. I've watched the previous matches before.
But that will affect the game eventually. You don't want to get too flustered and your concentration, and especially when you have a timber.
That's true.
He has
excellent patience there for one
Navigators and a shot, and he goes in.
Yes. So the game is playing at a very steady pace. I would say they're not too fast and furious. They're just taking it one step at a time. And a long pass there to the goal shooter. He tumbles over the goal post, and the call is a contact against the goalkeeper. So he has to tie those contact and try not to get caught up in all of that to take him out of the game.
Because not only will he be taking himself out of the game, now it's going to affect his team.
Yes, certainly.
It's a shot from Elbasan shooter, and he scores, and now we're back at 5-all, and it's Navigator center.
So Quinner there very patiently waited for somebody to come, and the goal attack did eventually come, and the goal shooter looking for, and that went straight through the legs of the goalkeeper there, and a contact
from Elbasan goal defense.
Just inside the circle, and they're trying to set up the play, but the physicality of the goalkeeper causes the goal shooter to be regrounded himself to find another space. So another aerial ball there, taken down by the goal defense from Elbasan. Elbasan is in position with the ball, and they're taking it down steadily, slowly but steadily. They're not rushing the passes. Wing attack. The wing attack, I must say, he has an unorthodox style of making a pass.
That was a brilliant shot
brilliant
from
layup.
The goal shooter. You see, the basketball is coming into play.
Yes,
I like
certainly.
unorthodox players like those.
Yes.
It just brings a little extra to the game.
Yes, certainly. I must agree with you. Another layup, which was blocked. So Elbasan in position of the ball. That was just so casual.
Brilliant from the goal shooter.
Yes, but
he misses and he gets his rebound.
Another layup. Excellent. Elbasan is working overtime to maintain that lead.
Yes, now 7-5 to Elbasan, and Navigators center pass to the goal attack, back to the center, and it's a contact by the goalkeeper running out of the circle.
What do you think Navigators need to do to ensure that they get back in the lead?
What Navigators need to do is play smartly. What they're trying to do is play Elbasan game, and trying to be physical with Elbasan. Navigators are very skillful. There is no need for them to do matchup and being physical with Elbasan. They just need to use their skills and execute and play well.
That's true. And another observation is that the shooter-to-shooter pass off in the circle is not working out because the Elbasan keepers are reading those plays.
And also, they are reading the play, but also I don't necessarily think that the goal attack is actually positioning well to get that ball. He's side on, but then he's lunging early.
Okay.
So the defenders are taller, so it gives them time to come over his back and intercept the ball. You need to stand straight up and then as soon as the ball is going to be placed, he lunges. That was a brilliant drive from the goal attack. Now he's going to take a shot. He misses, and it's a rebound by the goalkeeper
So
from Elbasan.
that's going to
long
be
ball out to the goal attack.
Yes, looking for the goal defense to the wing attack. The wing attack is making some excellent long range passes inside the circle to the shooter because the shooter is tall.
And the wing attack, remember the wing attack originally is a goal attack wing attack, so he knows exactly.
And he's limping, looks like he's in a lot of pain. He looks very uncomfortable.
Well, he's looking towards the bench, so I am definitely going to. It seems as if Elbasan wing attack will be leaving the court. Not just now, we haven't seen anyone actually getting up.
Yes.
Navigators should have the ball to take a shot. He shoots and scores.
So the score is now 8-7 in favor of Elbasan.
And it's Elbasan
Another limping from the wing attack, and he's holding the back of his knee, but he's not giving up. He's looking for that long pass inside to the goal attack. Goal attack looking. Another swing towards the wing attack. The wing attack is waiting patiently to the goal attack again, and they're just swinging the ball across the court. Oh my God, that is some sort of physicality, but he's not giving up. And the goal attack tries to take the shot. He misses, and contact their call on the goal attack from Elbasan.
Navigators in possession now.
Taking down the ball steadily.
Goal attack. So contact from the center. That is just sheer indiscipline.
Yes.
Because the goal attack had the ball. There's
Clearly,
no need
clearly the
for
ball
him
was
to
in
hit
his
the ball.
position.
Now the shooter from Navigators have the ball, pass it to the center. A brilliant block by the goalkeeper,
Yes.
but it's a throw on
The
to Navigators.
Elbasan defense is working overtime to just keep out the shooters and the ball outside the circle so that they can get those
What a
interceptions.
brilliant
Yes, very excellent
slipped out
pass.
from the goal shooter from
Yes,
Navigators.
that
and
worked
he
very well
scores.
for them.
And it ends the quarter 8-all. And this is turning out to be an absolutely brilliant game.
Yes.
For the first quarter.
It's very
and
competitive.
8-all.
So we're expecting some changes on the Elbasan. Well, I'm anticipating some changes on the Elbasan bench because the wing attack seems to be in a lot of pain. So let us see if there will be any changes in that department.
What I find interesting though is that from the Navigators team, they're playing a lot of front ball, which is absolutely good, but their timing is not impeccable.
Yes.
Apart from the goal shooter.
When you get a chance during the broadcast, just describe this. Because people that follow me or are watching the game, the matches, just explain what each the letters mean.
Oh.
Think of it as like, people watching for the first time.
Okay.
You guys do great though. Sounds great.
Okay, cool.
It was an echo, but I fixed it.
Yeah, as we were saying, the goal shooter from Navigators have impeccable timing. He kept driving onto the baseline, which the Elbasan defenders are finding it very difficult to contain him.
Yes.
So in order for them to counteract that, I think what they need to do is mark him side on and force him to go in one particular direction rather than turning their back, so he can go on either side and see if that works. But I
Okay.
think that would be a really, really good test to see how he would try and change his game to counteract them picking it on him going on the back line consistently. But it's brilliant shooting from him.
Yes, as usual, he's a very excellent shooter, and whenever he shoots, he doesn't even go back for the rebound because he's like he knows that ball is going to sink. So
He's an exceptional shooter.
very
very
a
very
lot of
accurate.
confidence.
Yeah.
Yes. So we are about to start the second quarter of the game, and the wing attack is coming back on, surprisingly.
And for those of you who have been watching netball for the first time, I'm just gonna explain what the letters on the front and the back of the players represent. So the C is for the center, the WA is for wing attack, WD is for wing defense, the GD is for goal defense, the GK is for goalkeeper, the GA is goal attack, which is the one of the person who actually scores, and the GS is the goal shooter, who is the main, who should or normally is the main shooter.
Yes.
So back to the game now, and
Elbasan is in position. There was a change from the Elbasan's bench.
Terence.
So
Okay, so the clock is now started.
yes.
And,
So
good
El-
thing that no one has scored.
Navigator is in possession of the ball. and there was a playoff there between the center, and he waits patiently to shoot, and he shoots.
Good shot by the goal attack. He's doing a lot of work inside that circle.
Yes, he
I mean,
does.
he's not taking a lot of shots, but when he does take the shots, they're going in.
Yes.
But that is a testament to a really good goal attack, because what he's doing is actually creating the space for his goal shooter to get the ball and scores. And when it's time for him to score, then he has no problem putting up those balls.
And we must say that one of Navigator's primary shooter, Dane, is not on the bench. Is not on the court.
Is he injured?
I think he picked up an injury in the first game against Kinetic Sports, so that is why he's not on the bench. So that is one of the challenges that Navigators are going to encounter for this tournament. But another layup there from the goal shooter from Elbison, and he just continues to just strides in excellence. Center pass there from the Navigators team. Wing attack for the wing defense, and an excellent play
Brilliant
there.
defense.
Yes.
From the wing defender from Elbison.
Elbison.
Beautiful interception.
And Elbison is in position.
And that was a deflection by Navigator's goal defense. So it's a throw on to Elbison. The wing attack is taken. But funny enough, I am just thinking the wing attack is just moving very gingerly. So
Yes.
he's clearly carrying an injury.
Yes, he does.
Why is he still out there? And it's an interception from the rebound.
Yes. And Navigators taking it down smoothly. Wing defense. Patiently to the center looking for the wing, for the goal shooter. But the goalkeeper was not going to give up that easily. So he came out, but a contact. So the ball is back in play with the goal shooter. And he's going to take that shot. Misses.
That was never on. That was never on.
And the goal attack there pulled down the goalkeeper when he went for the rebound. So Elbison back in position with the ball, goal defense to the wing defense to the goal shooter, and
it seems like it's a contact on the goalkeeper,
outside
just
the
slightly
circle.
outside the circle.
Okay.
And it's a-
The goal attack's going to take the shot, and he misses. Excellent rebound there from the goalkeeper. The ball is coming down very smoothly. They're not rushing it. They're being patient. They're stopping and looking for the correct passes. Excellent pass there by the center Quinnell inside the circle, and the goal attack finishes.
I find Elbison is actually moving away from the game that they're normally playing.
Yes.
By lobbing the ball in. The goal attack is taking the long shots, and it's not working. What he needs to be doing is working that ball and placing it inside the goal shooter. Because once that ball is placed properly, the defenders will never intercept that ball from that goal shooter.
Because there are quite a few times when the ball is lobbed inside the circle to the goal shooter, and he collects the ball, but then they're not able to finish. But just to let you know, in court 2, there is T-Cats versus Florida Jets. But back to the match at hand. Navigators in position to the wing attack.
Oh, brilliant interception.
The goal
from
attack was
defense.
driving away from the ball. The goal attack was driving away from the ball, which allows the goal defense to get that space to do that interception. So there's some confusion there, and the umpire is just constantly blowing her whistle to get the attention of the players. So an excellent long pass there, straight to the goal attack, and the goal attack is aiming, and he step in there, call from the goal attack.
Now the goalkeeper is going to be taking that ball to the center. Navigators. Wing attack, contact by the wing defender. He's put it down for the wing defense to take it. Now the center from Navigators to the wing attack. Back to the goal attack. To the center. Wing attack. Oh, Navigators is playing really control netball now. Back to the center. Back to the
Excellent
wing attack.
roll.
Now to the goal attack. And it's a contact against Elbison goal defense inside the circle. Now we have the goal shooter is tussling with the keeper. Brilliant pass by the goal attack. It's a shot from the goal shooter.
And he misses. An excellent
And Elbison
rebound.
goal shooter took the rebound.
Excellent rebound
And
there
it's an
from the
obstruction,
goalkeeper. Yes.
by the goal attack.
When the
Elbison
Elbison defenders go for those rebounds, they go very strong.
And it's very difficult for the Navigator shooters
Yes.
to get those rebounds.
Yes.
That's a brilliant
Excellent. See
interception
there.
from the goal defense from Navigators. Now it's back to Navigator shooter to the center. Back to the shooter to the center.
That's excellent ball side. Goal shooter looking patiently, and
And it's a throw on. The
Yes.
goal attack leg just slightly went outside
the circle.
And now Elbasan is coming back down with the ball to their goal defense, to their wing attack.
Wing attack looking to make a long pass as usual, but
then
obstruction
he was
there from the wing attack.
Exactly.
And the center in position of the ball to the wing attack. Wing attack. What I love about the wing attack is that as he gets that ball, he looks straight inside the circle. Straight inside the circle.
Elbasan feel hard changed by that call because they're basically saying that the goal shooter was contacted.
Yes.
However,
it was a 2-on-1 situation.
Yeah, however, it's a throw on to Navigators and they're coming up with the ball. Now the wing attack pass to the wing defender and the umpire is blowing his whistles. I'm not sure what is happening.
Offside.
I see that
He went offside.
Navigators wing attack went offside. So now it's a free pass to Elbasan.
To the goal attack.
To the goal attack.
Goal attack
Back
to the wing
wing
attack.
attack.
Wing attack. Looking for the long pass, but he didn't take the long pass to the goal attack. Goal
Oh,
attack.
brilliant
Yes.
step out from the goal shooter,
Yes.
and he's just going to stand there, take that shot.
And
he
he
misses
misses.
it. Goalkeeper get the rebound.
So the Elbasan shooters are off with the shooting, and the score in this quarter is very low because both teams have only scored 2 goals each to tie the game 10 apiece after 6 minutes of play. But another excellent shot there from the goal shooter from Navigators.
The score is now 11-10 to Navigators with 3:30 on the clock in the second quarter.
Another long pass there inside the circle.
And
to
that's
the
what
goal
they're
shooter.
known for, and that's what I was expecting them to be doing.
Yes.
So you get the contact, and it's easier for the goal shooter to just get the ball. Oh, that was a really bad pass from the goal attack.
It was. But
And
also the goal defense was hugging the goal shooter. But based on the umpire's position, you couldn't have seen that one. But Navigators in possession of the ball, and they're coming up with it slowly. But excellent touch there from the Elbasan center, which caused the ball to go outside. But ball back in position with Navigators, and makes the pass to the wing defense. Wing defense looking for the pass to the goal attack. Goal attack. Wow.
Oh, and that's a
That was
deflected
excellent
from
read.
the goalkeeper, and he read it
Yes,
brilliantly.
brilliantly.
Now he's passing.
Another
It's an offside by Navigators wing attack, and the umpires picked it up. So wing attack with the ball. Shooter slide out. He's gonna take a shot, and it scores.
And he scores.
And now the score a tie at
11
11-all.
apiece. So after 7 minutes, just 6 goals.
It's a very low scoring
Yes,
game.
quarter, yes. And game as well.
I think both teams are playing very cautiously.
Yes.
And I think because both teams really want to win, so they're not making any unnecessary pass. And as the commentators curse, as I said that, the Navigators has just spur about onto the
Yes.
line. So it's a throw on to Elbasan. So now the wing defender has taken the throw in from the goalkeeper. It's obstruction on Navigators wing attack. Pass to the wing defense from Elbasan straight down to the wing attack.
And the wing attack there
attack.
stretching.
Yes, and
with
pass it
that,
to the goal
with that
attack.
injured foot.
Now the goal
Excellent take
shooter.
there.
But that's what I'm saying. Once the ball is placed to that shooter, it's very difficult for the defenders to get the ball from him.
Yes.
He's actually playing. He's doing a lot of movements in this match, which is not his normal game.
Yes. That is because the goalkeeper from the Navigators team, he's a very physical player as well. So he plays on the body. So it is now causing him to play, to try to do some rotation. But just to let you know that on court 2, Florida Jets versus T-Cats. T-Cats is leading Florida Jets after 6 minutes of play, 6-4. But back to the match at hand, Navigators in possession of the ball to the goal attack. Goal attack is going to take a long range shot, and he shoots.
And he scores.
Excellent shot there by the goal attack from Navigators. Center pass to the Elbasan team. Goal attack, another long pass into the goal shooter. Goal shooter pass it back to reset the ball to the goal defense. An excellent tip there from the wing defense and picked up by the center from the Navigators team.
Oh,
But-
and it's a brilliant
my
interception
God.
from the goal defense.
So the ball is just swinging all over the court. Interception being done all over the court. And there's a lot of frustration from the Elbasan team. Another excellent block there from the goal defense from the Elbasan team.
So it's a throw on to Navigators.
And that's the end of the first half. At the end of the first half, the score is 11-12 to Navigators.
So now, halftime. Tell me, what is your perception in regards to this game? How do you see it panning out, and also where each team can improve going forward?
All right, so first of all, both teams are doing the very long lob pass, not just inside the circle, but even in midcourt too. And so they need to clean it up. They need to try to come in front, and they just keep driving to that ball. Because what I realized that when they stop driving for the ball, they allow the player to just come in front and to make that interception. So that is something that both teams need to work on, and also just to maintain that discipline, because they're getting frustrated when the ball or the pass doesn't go their way. So that's something that both teams need to work on too, and to just lift their game. The game needs to be lifted a little bit more in terms of energy. They're, as you said before, they're playing very cautiously because both teams want to win. So, I mean, they're playing cautiously to ensure that they try to keep the ball in position as much as possible.
But sometimes playing cautiously can actually impede you, and obviously it is impeding Elbasan, because that's not how they normally play.
That's
as soon
true.
as they get the ball, they have height inside both ends, and they're very aerial. And it's from the Caribbean netball, which you all have this massive jump from them,
Yes.
and they're deviating from that, and then it's causing them problem, because normally, once the center pass is taken, they look long towards the circle. They're not doing that. They're looking across the court and then trying to place the ball across the court. And Navigators are actually stuck in the center court and forcing them to go laterally. And hence the reason why there are so many turnovers. I mean, for 2 quarters of game, for 11-12, for the caliber players that we have on court.
That's so true. We were expecting a better quarter in terms of scores.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm quite disappointed, actually, because I would have thought this game would have been a lot more with the intensity and the energy. As far as I'm concerned, this game is absolutely boring.
It is. The match on court 2 seems to be a little more interesting, because with under a minute left, the score is 9-7 in favor of T-Cats. But I mean, both teams need to do some work in terms of in the mid-court area. I think the problem with both teams is in the mid-court, because most times they're just having a challenge with just taking down the ball to either end where the shooting circle is. But let us see how both teams make the correction. There's a change on the Elbasan team. The wing attack who was limping earlier is no longer wearing a bib, and I'm seeing Dane from the Navigators team just stretching and warming his legs. So let us see if that's going to be another change to anticipate.
What I would like to see from the Elbasan team is, yes, you can play cautious, but cautious doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be tentative on the ball. And I think that's why they're losing when they get the turnovers. They're turning it back over to Navigators, because they're erring on the side of caution, but it's affecting their game. There's nothing wrong with being cautious when you're playing, but being cautious and letting it impact your game negatively, it's pointless. And I always believe that, you don't necessarily have to have speed, because speed without accuracy is impractical.
That's true.
But what I'm saying is that what I would like to see, a little bit more intensity. The game is playing as if they're actually walking.
Yes.
And there are numerous occasions when they can lob the ball into the shooter, because it's a one-on-one. Even if the shooter is not going to take the shot, then he can play it back out and then work it in. Give the defender something else to think about. Are they going to place the ball inside the circle? Are they going to go laterally? Are they going to drive through the court and bring the ball to the top of the D and then place it? It's just one-dimensional, and it's not really living up to what we were expecting. And I mean, from the match that Elbasan played this morning with the defending champion World Male Strikers, it's a totally different Elbasan that has come out. When they came out this morning, they were aggressive. Even sometimes the aggression seems a little bit overbearing, but at least their intensity was on point. I don't know if it's because it's the latter part of the day and people are tired, because
I'm thinking now that they have played 3 matches already.
Yeah, so this is their fourth match.
So it could be the case that they're a little bit burned out.
Yeah, probably.
And one other thing too is that for the previous matches, the goal attack didn't come on so as much as before, and I think what happened also is that because they know that the goal shooter is taking most of the shots, so they're now doubling up on the goal shooter and pressuring the goal attack to take those shots. So it becomes 2-on-1 inside the circle, and they're now timid to make that pass.
But the thing is, and you're right, they are doubling up on the goal shooter and it's forcing the goal attack to take the shot. But what the goal attack is doing is taking the high percentage shot. If the two defenders are on the goal shooter, there is nothing stopping him from playing the ball out and get it closer to the circle.
Yes, I agree with you. That's something that they can do. That's something that he needs to do to get a little bit closer, because clearly the high percentage shooting is not working out because we're yet to see him sink home.
Exactly.
Yes, but back to the match at hand. Navigators in position with the ball, and I've been observing the wing attack for Navigators. He plays on the body, so he starts on the body and then he drives off or sets his body a particular way, so that he excellent shot there from the goal shooter from Navigators.
So he's not one of the quickest wing attack that we've seen in the tournament, but he plays very sensibly.
Yes.
Because what he's doing is actually playing to his strength. He knows he's not going to outrun those guys.
That's true.
So what he's been doing is playing the short passes and drive in front of the defenders, and then they can just drop the ball down.
The goal attack needs to go inside the circle at that point and allow the center and the wing attack to take down the ball. So there you go with that 2-on-1 inside the circle. Another high percent shot from the goal attack. L ball. He was indecisive as to what he was going to do with that ball. You have to decide whether you're going to shoot it or you're going to pass it.
But then he can just pass it out.
Yes, he should have just turned back the ball, either recessed or just played to the wing attack or the center on top of the circle. Excellent pass there to the goal attack to the goal shooter. Goal shooter picks it up to the wing attack. Excellent steal there from the goalkeeper. That goalkeeper plays very well. He's very aerial. So a one-on-one situation there. But that was a very sloppy pass. That was a one-on-one. Even though the goalkeeper is tall, just to let you know that Dane is now on the court, but at goalkeeper. But a one-on-one situation inside the circle, both players are tall, and a better pass would have allowed them to get that ball inside the circle.
It's a good tussling going on with Navigators and Elbasan.
I'm watching it, yes.
Both of them are very physical, and neither of them is actually giving an inch. Now the passes inside the Elbasan circle is getting very sloppy. And I don't know if it's because they're getting tired, but the feet are not moving as how it was this morning. Hence the reason why Navigator is running. But I did say Navigators have a lot of experience there. They might not be as physical as the Elbasan team, but one-on-one, they are the much better players.
Yes.
And that is what Elbasan will have to deal with.
Right, so the Elbasan team is probably tired by now, so they're not doing what they ought to do. So let us see if there'll be any improvement from the team. So the score is now 11-14 to Navigators, and Navigators is in possession of the ball. To the wing attack, to the center to the goal attack,
back to the wing attack,
back to the wing attack. And the goal defense there getting a contact call, penalty call on him, and excellent playoff there from the goal attack to the goal shooter.
And he misses.
And he misses, but
excellent
save
from the goal attack.
Yes,
Swing
that
it
was
round to
very
the goal
brilliant.
shooter. And then the shooter to shooter pass, and goal attack takes the shot, and it scores.
Excellent.
And now Navigators are 15 and Elbasan 11. It's Elbasan center pass.
So Navigators, Elbasan rather, need to do some work to keep in the game. I mean, they're still in the game because Navigators is just 4 up, but they are yet to score.
So what I'm saying is balance from that wing defender. I mean,
that wing defense seems a little bit less experienced there on the court, but let us see Navigator shoots.
Well, Navigators have scored 3 consecutive goals, and now the score is 16-11 to Navigators since their center pass. Brilliant pass to the goal shooter, back to the wing attack, now to the goal attack, and it's a contact by the Elbasan goal defender.
So from the 3 matches that Albertson played today, they played Florida Jets. Well, they played Roman Strikers first and they lost by 1.
No, they lost by 4
By
or
4.
5.
Okay. And then they played Florida Jets and they won that game. And then they played T-Cats and that game was draw at 24 apiece.
So they have 1-1, lost 1, and draw 1.
Yes. Excellent effort there from the wing defense who was at goalkeeper earlier. One-on-one inside the circle. Excellent reset there to the wing defense to the goal shooter to the wing attack fumbles a little bit but was able to keep inside the circle. The goal shooter, that's, yes, obstruction there as I would imagine it. So now the navigator center is out of play. Let us see how they will make use of this. That's also an obstruction there from the wing defense because he jumped in but umpire didn't call it. Navigators back in position with the ball.
The placement from Elbasan is very poor in this match because that goal shooter should be able to pass that ball to that goal shooter with ease. Brilliant shot by the goal attack, Duran Williams. And now it's Navigators leading 18-11.
So that is 6 straight goals.
Yes.
So, and Elbison is yet to answer to that. Another shot will be taken.
It's an obstruction outside the circle, so the umpires have decided to pass it out. And it's a shot from the goal shooter.
Excellent far range shot there from the goal shooter.
So it's 7 straight from Navigators, and it's Elbasan center, and Navigators lead 19-11. Brilliant attempt to intercept the ball by Navigators center. Unfortunately, he couldn't kept it in. So it's a throw on. Elbasan's got the ball to the shooter, playing out to the center, bring it back, 1-2 to the center. Now he's out, get that ball, the goal shooter has the ball, takes a shot, he misses, but the goal attack get the rebound. He takes a shot and it's a score. So that's the first shot
so far. I think the goal shooter is resetting the ball too much outside the circle. What do you think?
I think what he needs to do is to actually go to the post.
Yes,
he's a goal
because
shooter.
He's not moving.
That's his point.
Each time he resets the ball, he's not moving.
Well, he's not getting any closer to the post. So
yes.
I don't see the point of him trying to swing it back out if he's not going to go in.
Exactly. But Elbison back in position with the ball to the goal defense to the center back to the goal defense. Excellent play there. Center to the goal shooter, 1-on-1 inside the circle. An excellent roll there from the goal shooter.
And it's contact.
Well, and a lot of physicality there because the goal defense kind of blocked the shot. And the goal shooter retaliated and sort of hit the goal defense.
So the umpire is having a word with both of them.
Yes.
So it's a penalty to Elbasan, and the goal shooter has the ball to take the shot. He jumps and he scores.
I think both players should be cautioned for that sort of risky play. But let us see what happens. Elbasan now in position with the ball. Excellent take there from the goal defense. Goal defense waited patiently for the wing attack to the center to the goal attack. There's a penalty there from the goalkeeper of Navigators.
And goal shooter has the ball to take a shot. He makes attempt and he scores. Shoots. So that's 3 goals in succession by Elbasan. So they've brought back the score to 19-15 to Navigators. It's Navigators center pass. It's actually turn it back to the wing defender, to the wing attack, to goal shooter, to the goal attack, back to the wing attack, to the goal shooter. Navigator is now back to their playing possession, netball. Now wing attack plays that ball down, goal attack plays the ball out. And it's an interception. Oh, that's a deflection by the
both players were on the same, going for the same ball, and they were unable to keep it inside. So Navigators back in position with the ball. And the Navigators team is just attacking the body of the Elbasan team are just attacking the body of the Navigators player. So they have to really drive into that ball, as I mentioned earlier. You can't just stand away for that ball because they're going to just come in and just dug it off. So Navigators back in position of the ball. They just make some sort of progression, closer but back to...
So contact by Elbasan wing defender. Wing attack take the ball and turn it back to the goal defense.
Another
To
reset.
the wing defense, back to the goal defense, back to the wing defense again. To the goal attack this time.
And
to the
there are
center.
no shooters inside the
Goal
circle.
attack. There's no shooter inside the circle, but they're playing possession. That's a brilliant move from the
Yes.
goal shooter. You see,
With
that's what I'm talking
excellent
about.
timing.
Yes,
He
brilliant
waited.
timing.
Yes, excellent timing. That was very good.
That's Elbasan center pass.
With just 14 seconds on the clock to go, Elbasan in possession of the ball. A long pass inside the circle. The goal shooter took him down actually, but a rebound there from Dane. And the ball went outside with the goal defender from Elbasan tumbling over. That's the end of the third quarter with a score 14-20 to the Navigators team.
It's a very physical game. I think the intensity have lifted from the first two quarters, which
Yes.
is pleasing to see. And I think what Navigators are realizing that they don't necessarily need some man up with Elbasan. They can play their game because they're quicker than Elbasan. The ball placement is swifter. They don't need to get into that physicality with them. You know, individually they're highly skilled players, and they'll be able to get the ball over. I mean, Elbasan is very aerial, yes, and if the ball is placed, I mean, in a 50-50 position, more than likely they would get the interception. But Navigators don't necessarily need to lift that ball because with Williams and Walters inside that circles, it's a rotation, so
That's
it's
true.
it's moving shooters. So and Delroy timing on the back line is impeccable.
It
so
is.
it's always going to be a handful for those defenders, and all Navigators need to do is just play their own game and place the ball to the shooters. And once it goes to Delroy, more often than not, it's gonna result in a goal.
And just be as patient as they were with the last goal where Delroy was just outside the circle and waited patiently to just make that drive straight inside the circle to collect that ball on the back line to finish.
I'm loving this Navigators wing attack. It's frustrating the wing defender. He's not very quick. He's not doing a lot of running, but he does these short steps,
Yes.
and then he's positioned his body expertly in front of the wing defender, so the ball can just place to his abdomen, and every single time the wing defender come around, he get a contact. So
That's true.
it is going to frustrate him, but he's doing it expertly, and he's placing the ball to the goal attack and the goal shooter, and they're sinking the shots, and that's all Navigators need to do. Now they're up by 6, and there is 1 quarter to go. All Navigators need to do is score their center pass, and if or when they get an interception, they just reward their defenders, and it will be all over. I cannot see Elbasan coming back into this game to beat Navigators. Navigators are way more experienced,
Yes.
and more skillful for that
and the
to happen.
experience really showed in that third quarter, where
Absolutely.
they scored 7 straight goals before Elbasan was able to just to shoot one.
Yes, and I think what they've done, they've gone off. They've actually assessed what they've been doing out for the first 2 quarters, and put a plan in place to actually rectify the unforced errors that they were doing in the first 2 quarters, and it's worked wonders because now they're up by 6. On the Elbasan front, I think I don't necessarily think that Elbasan know exactly what is going wrong and how to actually fix it, because they've been playing for the last 3 quarters, and it's the same thing they've been doing over and over and over. So that tells me that they're not really thinking of what they're doing. They're just playing with their natural ability and thinking that if the ball is placed high, they will out-jump Navigators to get the ball. But Navigators are not playing into their hands. Navigators are playing the ball around and getting it to the shooters, and once it's got to the shooters, it's more often than not it's going to result in a goal.
Yes. So pretty much the game was lifted earlier for the Navigators team, but not so much for the Elbasan team. So let us see what they can do for this final quarter to see if they will be able to get back into the game, or Navigators will take it away. So Navigators in position of the ball, center taken to the wing attack to the wing defense to the goal attack looking for somebody, gets to the wing attack back to the wing defense. The center from Elbasan tried but wasn't successful. Navigators in position of the ball to the goal shooter, but a deflection there from the goal defense, but was unable to keep it inside on the court. So Navigators still in position of the ball.
Wing attack to goal attack, to shooter. Now shooter steps out, and it's a throw on to Elbasan. So let's see if Elbasan is going to capitalize on Navigators' error. because they need to be, if they are hoping to get back into this game, whenever they get a turnover, they
Yes,
must capitalize on it
they
and
must,
scores.
yes, and utilize those turnovers. So 1-on-1 inside the circle, excellent pass there. A layup from the goal shooter misses, but the Navigators defenders were able to pick it up, and they're taking the ball down court steadily to the goal attack to the wing defense. Wing defense, as usual, places body in front of the wing defense to get that ball. And the deflection there from the center for Elbasan, but weren't able to keep it. So Navigators in possession of the ball to the goal shooter Delroy. Delroy to wing attack, back to Delroy. And then the goal attack there is in possession of the ball. There's a tussle on the floor to see who will have the ball. The whistle is blown.
The whistle is blown and neither of the players are actually responding
to the whistle because they're adamant that either of them want to keep it. But the keeper is out of play, takes a shot and he misses. I think he should have played because he knows that he's not really a far-range shooter, so he should probably try to get a little bit closer to the goal post to make that shot. But Elbasan in possession of the ball, taking down the ball down court steadily, as usual, just standing and waiting for that ball to come, but they were able to keep it. So we saw a pass, you see?
Once the ball is placed properly, it's going to be very difficult for that shooter to not get that
because
ball.
He came on the front and he lunged, but they didn't pass the ball to him immediately. They waited until he was covered to make that long pass inside the circle to him. However, contact there, penalty by the keeper. So that is
an Elbasan shot, and it's now 20 to Navigators, 15. It's a long ball, and it seems that the shooter has pushed the defender in his back.
Yes.
And
because he was behind.
Yes.
So Navigators in position of the ball, taking on the ball steadily, and to the wing attack, and there is a tussle there from the Elbasan defenders. Well, the crowd was shouting offside for the shooter because he run offside, but I guess that was the impact from the lick that he got. So that's one apiece for this quarter. Navigators in possession of the ball. Wing attack to goal shooter to wing attack. Wing attack resets the ball to the wing defense to the center. Center to goal attack, turn and make that pass to the wing attack. The wing attack is not the wing defense from Elbasan.
Yes, but the
didn't
wing
give
attack,
him the space.
Yeah, but the wing attack actually elbowed him to move him off, whereas you can't do that. It doesn't matter if the player is obstructing you or not. You don't retaliate, and so blatantly also.
Yes. Okay. So it was an obvious contact. So
yes.
Therefore, a missed shot there. A missed shot there from the Elbasan shooter. The Elbasan players are getting a little bit on the dirty side with their plays. They're just pinching and hitting each other. So the goalkeeper is protesting that the shooter is pushing him. So they're just asking him to play strong and stop the complaining. But Elbasan in position of the ball to the wing attack to the goal defense to the goal attack, make a long pass inside the circle, goal shooter was unavailable.
And goal defense deflected it outside, so it's a throw on to Elbasan. Elbasan's got the ball, and he takes a shot and he scores. So now Elbasan have scored three goals on a trot, so now it's 21-17, and it's a breaking call on the wing attack for Navigators.
At this time, they don't need these sort of unnecessary.
Yes, exactly. And now it's a free pass. Elbasan is actually coming into the game, but it seems that Navigators is bringing back Elbasan into the game with these sloppy mistakes. And it's a score.
Excellent layup there. Long pass inside the circle.
And now
which
the
worked
score
this
is
time.
21-18 to Navigators. Elbasan center pass. Center to wing defense to wing attack. Back to the center. Shoot inside the goal circle.
A contact there from the shooter.
But did you think that the goal shooter was impeded out there in the first instance?
Yes, I think he was, because he was fumbling there before he could try to make the layup. But Navigators in possession of the ball, excellent come around from the goal shooter, shooter to shooter pass there, goal attack, attempts to take the shot and he shoots.
And that's the first shot. Is that the first shot from
Second.
Navigators? Second shot.
Yes. So now it's 4-2 for this quarter. Elbasan team has scored 4 goals. The wing attack there delayed the pass a little bit. And the unforced error. Yes.
Let's see if Elbasan's going to capitalize on this.
Good pick up there from the center to realize that the player was going to drive to intercept that pass. A long pass there to the goal attack. Surprisingly, he kept it in. Another swing across the court to the wing attack to the shooter. Shooter makes attempt to shoot, misses. Excellent rebound there from Dane, the goalkeeper for Navigators.
But what I find interesting, when the goal shooter from Elbasan takes a shot, he doesn't follow the shot through.
Yes.
Because if he follows it through, he's way taller than them, so
yes.
he can out-joke them and get the ball. But he just stands there, and Dane, the goalkeeper from Navigators, have gotten all those rebounds.
And also he needs to speak to his shooter. The goal attack needs to set up himself also for some rebounds, so that if a shooter misses, because clearly, in my opinion, the goal shooter for Elbasan is not a far range shooter, so he lacks to get close to the goal post. So the goal attack needs to also help to set up for the rebounds. A toss inside the shooting circle for the Navigators team between the goal defense and the goal shooter. But goal shooter takes possession of the ball and he shoots as usual. That's an excellent finish there from the goal shooter for Navigators.
Now it's Albasan ball, long ball from the goal attack inside to the goal shooter, and it's a score. So now the score is 23-19 to Navigators, and it's Navigators center pass. So Navigators take the center pass to the wing defender, to the wing attack, straight through to the goal shooter, back to the wing attack, to the goal attack, and it's a contact on the goal attack by the Albasan goal defense. Take a quick pass, and the goal attack take the shot, and it finishes.
But just to let you know what's going on court 2 between Florida Jets and T-Cats. The score is 18-19 with T-Cats leading by 1 after 5 minutes of play in the third quarter.
So now we've just have a minute and 18 seconds with the ball. The goal attack take a long range shot. He misses it. Elbasan gets the rebound, and it's a pass out to the goal defense. So Elbasan is going down with the ball now. Wing attack to the center straight to the goal shooter.
And as usual, he makes that layup and finish. So it is safe to say that under 1 minute left, and Navigators will take this game. But as we summarize, it's a low scoring game between two teams. But what can we say? It's the Navigators finished second last year, and Elbasan finished 5th last year. So I mean, it would have been a tightly contested game.
Yes.
And they finish. So the score is now 21-24 in favor of
Elbasan center pass with 23 seconds on the clock.
And I see they'll be able to get one more
to the
in.
Center to the goal defense, back to the center, looks inside the circle, deflected, goal attack, get that ball. He's going to take the long range shot, and he misses.
None of those long range shots is really working out for the goal attack.
But the thing is, it hasn't been working from the first whistle, and he's been on the court for the whole match.
And he keeps doing it.
And that's the final whistle, and end of the fourth quarter, it's Navigators 24, Elbasan 21, as predicted.
Yes. So, I mean, the Elbasan team made some really silly errors that cost them this match, but I think the defenders for the Elbasan team played very well. To me, which allowed the Elbasan team to be in the game. So, who'd be the player of the match for you?